Hello, hello, and welcome. I am Webweaver, and I'm so glad you have found my channel here today. This is where I do a one-card tarot reading just to give us some guidance for our day ahead. As always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only, and I am using the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. This deck is different than traditional tarot, so I do have notes here that I pull from to help guide my reading. So I am on much later tonight than I usually am, and I apologize. My brother and his wife were having some issues with their pre-lit Christmas tree, and my husband went to their house to try to help them fix the issue, and was gone for a while. So I had the two crazy children running around downstairs. I could not get away, but I am here now. So much later than I usually am. It's almost 9:30. So this reading is going to be for November 30th, last day of November. Where did the time go? I just wrote a blog today about time and celebrating the seasons and whatnot, but one of the source that I quoted from is one that I used when I wrote my thesis, and it's Edmund Leach, an anthropologist, who talked about the three main ways that we measure time. And one of them is the perception of time speeding up or slowing down depending on what you're doing. So the idea that like Mondays take a whole lot longer than Saturdays, that kind of thing. So this has been a crazy year, and when I look back now, I'm like, how did we get to November? But there were many parts of this year where I felt like we were never going to make it out alive. So, here we are. All right, so this reading is going to be for Sunday, November 30th. So let me bring you down. You can watch me shuffle. I am a hot mess today, so, I did that last time too. There we go. All right. If you hear noises, the children have reached their witching hour. Just letting you know that the house is not crumbling. That's just them running around. Sunday, November 30th. What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? All right, I am going to split the deck. I do not read reversals. And we have the Hero. All right, this is the 12 of Fire. So let me get you looking at this here. Oh, that's probably the best we're going to get. All right, the Hero. This is in the suit of fire. Sorry, this weather is not being very happy with my sinuses. Okay. So, the 12 of Fire represents someone we all admire for their noble qualities, their courage, and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. There is a seemingly unspoken code that modern-day heroes live by. They are honest, loyal, courteous, respectful, just, men who honor women, honor and respect women, and women who honor and respect men. They do not delight in the pain and suffering of others. They believe in love, commitment, honor, justice, integrity, forgiveness, honesty, respect, and service. They recognize that no one is perfect. This card is asking you to embrace the code and to act selflessly for the greater good. So these are hard times for just about everyone in this country. We are in a transition point. We are reaching a breaking point where things are going to have to change, and they're going to have to change drastically. And change is not easy, even when it's for the good of everyone. But this card is asking you to play a role in that somehow. We, the people, are bigger than they, the government, right? And to be a hero doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be like Spider-Man or Batman or pick your favorite superhero. I'm not much into that genre. So you don't have to be in flashy clothes and in the middle of everything, drawing attention and, that kind of thing. Heroes work behind the scenes every day. Every day. During COVID, we recognized it with our first responders, our doctors, our nurses, anyone who was considered an essential employee who had to continue going to work, even though it put their lives at risk. We saw them as heroes. People that do, pop-up free food type of thing for people that need it, pop-up soup kitchens, or even established soup kitchens, or those who are able to donate to those kind of places, whether it be physical items or a monetary donation. A hero can just be somebody who's there for someone else when they need them. It doesn't have to be a huge, flashy, newsworthy event. Yes, it's great if you can participate in those, but if you can't, there are other ways to be heroes. If you know people in your neighborhood who need a little extra something, lawn mowed in the summertime, or sidewalk swept, or, where I am and in the United States, we are coming into winter, and they keep talking about this winter storm coming on Tuesday. We'll probably get like an inch, but, but, clearing the walk for somebody who maybe can't do it themselves, that's a hero to them. So this card is asking you to embrace the code. Be honest, be loyal, be courteous, be respectful, be just, honor and respect both men and women. Don't delight in the pain and suffering of others. I feel like there is so much of that right now. But being someone who doesn't do that behind the scenes is very, very helpful. So that is our calling for tomorrow, Sunday, November 30th, and beyond. Because, man, does the world need it now. All right. So if you would like to meditate on the imagery of this card, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow with our next reading. I hope you all have a restful Saturday. If you're getting any snow tonight, I don't think we are. I hope we're not. Stay warm. If you are somewhere where it's already warm, stay cool. And I will be back tomorrow. Blessed be.